So we have a little surprise for gamers. I'm joking, it's not a surprise at all. It's typical. These scummy practices are everywhere nowadays, especially when it comes to the big dogs in the publishing and developing world. But recently, Xbox acquired Activision Blizzard King, or the deal was known as ABK. That's what everyone called it. And Activision doing poor with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Players are annoyed based on the beta because they haven't listened. Diablo 4 started pushing players away. Overwatch 2 is sat at a 10% positive ratings, was mostly or overwhelmingly negative on Steam, and it just gets worse and worse. So Overwatch 2 locks new Diablo 4 skins behind a bundle that costs as much as Overwatch 1, the entire game cost, and players are not happy. This is an article by Rock Paper Shotgun. I'll leave it linked below in the description. And I'm going to butcher these characters' names. I apologise for it up front. I don't know how they're pronounced or anything like that. But Overwatch 2 is getting new skins that clothe Maria and Farah in the outfits of Diablo 4's Lilith and Inarius. Those skins are part of a new wave of cosmetics incoming for the game's Season 7 Rise of Darkness, but they are not part of the standard premium battle pass. Instead, they're going to cost you another $40, as much as the whole of Overwatch 1 did when it was first released, so as you can imagine, people are not too chuffed. The Lilith, Maria and Anarius Farah skins are part of Overwatch 2's Ultimate Battle Pass bundle, which also includes a pumpkin spice skin for Bastion, 2,000 Overwatch coins, which can be spent in the Hero Shooters in-game store, and 20 tier skips that will accelerate you through the Battle Pass's unlock levels. While putting skins behind the premium Battle Pass purchase is nothing new, part of what's enraged a number of Overwatch 2 fans who have taken to the game subreddit, its forums, and the comments on the latest season's trailer to vent their disapproval, is that the Diablo crossovers were heavily promoted during the run-up to the new season, only to then be locked behind its most expensive tier. So typical fucking Blizzard, up to no good again. I thought it would have been bad enough for them with Overwatch 2 having a really poor reception and Diablo 4 pushing players away over time, and not a lot of time either. But what adds to that is there is also no option to buy either skin separately or to buy the bundle with any saved in-game currency. You have to spend your real money on it. And one player wrote, the skin that was the focus point of advertisements for this season is exclusive to the $40 bundle. Good job, Blizzard. And then another person said, casual reminder that Overwatch, the entire game was $40 on release. Now we're paying that paying that amount for a couple of skins and a battle pass. Making things worse is the fact that Overwatch 2's premium battle pass includes its legendary pack, sold for $50, but not the ultimate battle pass, meaning that players who bought the former will need to spend the full $40 to get the extra skins, with no apparent discount if you already have the other battle pass. It is not the first time that Overwatch 2's controversial battle pass systems come under fire, and the move's unlikely to win over players already disappointed by the shooter's forced replacement of its predecessor's fairly generous loot box system, cancellation of its promised PvE mode, and pricey cosmetics, all of which saw it plummet to become the worst reviewed game on Steam. I think it's currently sitting top 3. It was at the time only contested by the steaming mess of NBA 2K24, not to mention all the other factors surrounding the game itself at Activision Blizzard these past few years. As someone who absolutely loved the original Overwatch in its prime and played hundreds of hours, only to find myself disillusioned with Overwatch 2 amidst everything, it's honestly hard to imagine returning anytime soon, if ever. This certainly doesn't do anything to change my mind. It's a sad state of affairs for what was, at one point for my money, one of the greatest multiplayer shooters ever made. People used to say that Overwatch 1 was incredible. Overwatch 2 released and it was basically a revamp of number 1, the same characters, just a new look on it. So essentially a remaster, but they're charging you all over again, and then they go and slap $50 packs in your face, and then if you want these new skins that they used as the forefront of their promotion for the season, you've got to slap another $40 at them. There's greed, there's corruption, it's basically a fucking joke. It doesn't surprise me in the slightest that this sort of stuff happens in a Blizzard game. If you have a look at games like Diablo 4, the amount of different revenue sources they have, they've got the purchase of the game itself, they've got battle passes, they're going to have DLC, they've got a store with skins, the list goes on. They're a greedy company, and I'm really hoping the ABK deal with Xbox can sort this stuff out and make it a little bit less predatory. But that's something we're going to have to wait until the future to find out. But yeah, that was taking a look at why players are annoyed, and rightfully annoyed, with Overwatch 2. And on that note, we are going to leave the video there. If you enjoyed it, leaving a like is appreciated. If you wish to support me further as a creator, there are links in the description. Let me know your thoughts about the video in the comments. And if you want to watch more, you can click the video on screen. All support on the channel is greatly appreciated, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.